Welcome back to another drifting video. So this is for the 1985 Toyota Sprinter Trueno, I can never say that name right, GT Apex. So in this video, I'm going to do a 300 horsepower tune, a 400 horsepower tune, 600 horsepower tune, a max points drifting tune for rear-wheel drive, and a max points drifting tune for all-wheel drive. If you check the pinned comment below, it'll have all the timestamps for every single separate tune I'm doing. I'm doing it all in one video because then it saves me creating 5 separate videos for each one of these tunes. So you're going to see all the upgrades, tunes, power, everything for each one of these builds. So click whichever one you want to see in the pinned comment. Click on that time, and it'll take you straight to that video, that timestamp in the video. So first we are going to start off with the 300 horsepower build. Well, it's 304 horsepower, 302 horsepower, sorry, at 220 foot-pounds of torque. So when it comes to the engine, I have got the stock engine in. Then drivetrain, it is rear-wheel drive. Then aspiration, I have got the supercharger on. Put that back there. Then on the aero, I don't particularly like running aero on my drift cars. If you want to run aero, you can do. It doesn't make that much of a difference, but I prefer the sleek look of the cars without any big spoilers on it or anything like that. So when it comes to front bumper, I've got the street bumper on. Then on the rear bumper, I've got the street bumper on again. Again, up to you which one you use on that. That's completely up to you. On the hood, I have got the street hood as well. Then on the side skirts, I've got the street side skirts. On the driveline, I've got the max clutch, max race transition, race. Can't get my words out today. Driveline, differential. That's on race as well. On your wheels. You can run whatever rims you want. That is entirely up to you, so just pick your favourite ones. But when it comes to the rim size, I like to run smaller rim sizes because it allows it to soak up the curb bumps a little bit easier. So that's why I like to run the smaller rim sizes. And same on the rear, I've got 16 on rear, so I've got a little bit of a staggered on that. When it comes to the tyre compound, I've got stock tyres. And on the front, I've got 235s. And on the rear, I've got 195s. Then on the performance and handling, I've got race brakes. Then the drift springs, max anti-roll bar, max rear anti-roll bar, max weight limit, or weight reduction, should I say. Then on the, I've got the sport roll cage and no ballast. Then on the engine, I've got the the race camshaft, sorry. On the valves, I've got the race. Then on the pistons and compression, I've got the race on there as well. Same when it comes to the flywheel. And on the oil and cooling, I've got race as well. On the fuel and air, fuel system, I've got race fuel, race ignition, street exhaust, street air filter, and street supercharger. And on intercooler, I've got sport intercooler as well. So now we are going to jump into the tune, and I'll keep these on and I'll just flick through all these. If you find that you can't get the front end digging in, lower your front anti-roll bars, and that will help give you bite on the front. Now I've got a weird funky drift style, so that's why I run it like this. So some people may not like these tunes, some people may like them, or what I've done on this may help you. So I've just got to keep that in mind that this is kind of to my drifting style. So just make that a mental note of that. On the ride, I like to run it a little bit higher than normal, and the reason for that is because it gives you less grip, so it's easy to slide it. And I like to run a slight rake on the car as well, because I find it helps it pivot. You can run your ride out wherever you want to run it. This is just how I like to run it. So do with that as you wish. When it comes to the braking pressure, I like to drag my front wheels and I call it brake drift on occasion to help elongate the turns out. But run whatever brake balance you are most comfortable with. I run ABS off. I'll show you all my assists when I get in. So let's go and do a lap or two. Oh, I started that way too early. Way too late, sorry. But that is a 300 horsepower tune. Oh, this is the 399 horsepower and 291 foot-pounds of torque tune. So again, we have gone with the stock engine, and on the aspiration conversion, I've still got the supercharger on there. Aero is exactly the same as what it was for the 300 horsepower tune, so that's exactly the same. Driveline, again, this is exactly the same, fully maxed out on every one of these. When it comes to wheels and tires, that is the same as a 300 horsepower tune as well. When it comes to the tires, however, I have got the street tires on. And when it comes to the front tire width, I'm running 235s. And on the rear, I am running 195s. Then on the performance and handling, again, all this is fully maxed out on this, apart from the sashi reinforcing roll cage. I've got the sport on that and no ballast. Then on the engine upgrade, on the camshafts, I've got the race camshafts, on the valves, race, on the displacement, race, on the pistons and compression, race. Then on the flywheel, again, race, and on oil and cooling, I've got race on there as well. And when it comes to the fuel and air mixture, I've got the fuel system on race, I've got the ignition on race, exhaust on race, air filter on race, the supercharger on race, and the intercooler on race as well. So let's jump into the tune. On the assists are exactly the same as what I had on previous one. So if you can go on to settings, you can see the assists here. They are all exactly the same. So let's go and chuck a lap or two down to show you how it drifts. I do apologise, I keep forgetting to put control cam on for you. So that is the 399 horsepower tune. This is the 600 horsepower tune now for this Trueno. So on the engine wise, we've got the 2.6 litre inline 6 DT, and on the drive line again we've got it rear wheel drive. Then on the aero and experience, this is the exact same as all the previous ones. Same on the drivetrain. This is fully maxed out as well. On the wheels and tires, this is the same as on previous ones as well, and however you can run whatever rims you want to run, that's entirely up to you. On the tire compound, I have got the sport tires on, then I've got the front tires at 235s, then on the rear I've got 195s again. Then on the performance and handling, this is fully maxed out, so brakes, springs and dampening, anti-roll bars on front and rear. Weight reduction again maxed out, and on the chassis I've got the sport one and zero ballast. On the engine upgrade, on the camshaft I have got the race cams. Then on the valves I've got the race valves as well, and I've also got the max flywheel. And on the oil and cooling I've got sport on there as well. On the fuel and air system, I've got the race fuel system with the race ignition and the race exhaust with the race air filter, and also the race intercooler as well. And we'll jump into the tune now. Let's chuck a lap or two down now. Now you're starting to get into the bigger cars and the bigger engines, you will notice it starts getting clutch slip off the line. So just a word of warning for that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tune, and on to the next one. This is the Max Power rear-wheel drive points tune. So we'll go through it all. So on the engine, I've got the 6.2 litre V8. Driveline, again, that is, looking through them all, rear-wheel drive. And on the turbos, I've got the twin turbos on. On the aeros in appearance, same as previously, stock, no and street on everything else apart from hood. Then drivetrain, fully maxed out on all these. Rims and tyres, same as previous ones, whatever rims you want, rim size as well. On the tyre compound, because this is a points drill, a points tune, I've got the drag tyres on. And on the front wheels, 235s, and on the rear wheels, 255s. And on the performance and handling, all these are fully maxed out, apart from the bottom two. So I'll just flick through them so you can see them. Again, fully maxed out on all these, but I'll flick through them so you can see them all. Now we'll go through the tune. If you're finding the front end is struggling to dig in and get grip, lower the front anti-roll bar down. I'd do it by, personally what I do is I lower it by 5, and if it makes it better, then I lower it some more until it makes it worse. Then I'll start going back and fine tuning it. So if you can't get the front to dig in, just lower your front anti-roll bar. let's go and chuck 2 laps down then. I hope you enjoyed this tune, and on to the next one. This is the max power all-wheel drive rear tune on the engine. I've got the 6.2 litre V8 on the drivetrain all-wheel drive, and on the aspect I've got twin turbo. On the aero and appearance, I've got stock wing, first one, first, second, and first. Driveline, I've got these fully maxed out as well. Wheels, whatever wheels and tires you want, wheels and rims you want. When it comes to the tires, I've got the stock tires on this with the 195 on the front and 195 on the rear. Performance and handling, race brakes, drift springs, race front anti-roll bar, race rear anti-roll bar, race weight reduction, and sport, sashi reinforcement and cage, and zero ballast again. On the engine, everything is fully maxed out on this, but I'll just go through it so you can see it. And same on fuel and air, everything is fully maxed out, but I'll just go through it so you can see it. Well, let's go and chuck 2 laps down, an out lap and an actual lap. that is every single tune I can think of for the Toyota Trueno, all lumped into one video. I hope you enjoyed this format, and I shall see you on the next one.